Being creepy is not what most men think it is. It's not about being sexual or saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. It's about something much more subtle that most men miss. And once you understand this, avoiding the creepy label becomes a lot easier, and your interactions will improve almost immediately. So, what exactly makes a guy appear as creepy? It's not being too sexual or forward like a lot of people think it is. It's incongruence. When a guy's words or actions don't match his intent, women feel it immediately. They start to think something feels off here. For example, let's say a guy approaches a girl who he wants to sleep with, and he's blunt and direct about it. That may come off as too forward, but it's not going to be creepy because his intentions match his words and actions. Women are not going to feel that something is off. But take that same guy, same interest, same desire, but this time when he goes up to the girl, he starts talking about networking or career opportunities, or says he wants to just be friends. That's when he risks coming off as creepy, because even if he doesn't say it out loud, the girl can tell what his real motivation is, and that incongruence is what causes the ick feeling.
Oh man, I love those. I love that paper bags. Yeah, I love those sounds.
So, this rich guy walks over to the lady and decides to compliment her bags. And then he keeps talking about it for some reason. And aside from that being a really weird opener, it's obvious to everyone, including the lady, that he's not actually there to have a logical, platonic conversation about her bags. He's there to hit on her. There's a clear mismatch between his words and his intent, and that's what makes him come off as creepy. Now, if this guy had gone in and said something along the lines of, "Hey, I know this is really random, but I thought you were cute and I wanted to say hi real quick."
So sorry to interrupt your photo session here. I just thought you looked really cute. I want to say hi. Thank you. What's your name?
The vibe would have felt totally different. Now, he still probably would have gotten rejected in all honesty, but he would have come off as a lot less creepy. Now, to be clear about something, I'm not saying you have to go in and be super direct to avoid coming off as a creep. Indirect openers are totally fine, as long as you're not pretending like you're there for something else. Let me show you an example.
Your date abandoned you?
No, my friend's in the bathroom.
How's it going? I'm Alex.
In this infield, I also start off indirect, but the energy is totally different. The girl can tell that I'm there to flirt and try to pick her up. It's pretty obvious based on my body language. I'm confident, grounded, and clearly not trying to hide something. And that congruence is what creates comfort. And once you have comfort, attraction has room to build. There's also another important part of this equation that I haven't mentioned so far, but it's really important, and that's social skills. Guys who lack confidence, charisma, and social calibration are definitely more likely to come off as creepy.
Hi. I just want to say hi because I thought you're really cute.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Do you want to sit next to you?
Especially when there's that mismatch between their words and intentions. For instance, two identical twins could deliver the same exact line, but one is nervous and timid, and the other one is calm and confident. The same words, but very different perception. Because emotions are contagious, and when you feel nervous and unsure about yourself, that vibe rubs off on the girl until she starts to feel unsure about you. And the only real fix here is lots of practice. The more you approach girls, the less nervous you will get. And the less nervous you get, the less likely you'll come off as a creep. There is one last piece of advice that I haven't mentioned yet, and that is you need to stop worrying about coming off as creepy in the first place. Here's the irony. The guys who are most worried about being creepy are the ones who usually get labeled that way. Not because they're bad people, but because that worry, that anxiety makes them hesitant and stuck in their head. The goal is not to be oblivious though. It is to have self-awareness without being self-conscious. Every successful dating coach I know, regardless of style, has the same combination. They're self-aware of how other people perceive them, but they also don't give a fuck because they're doing it for themselves, not to please others.